can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Ah, there you are. Faster! Wonder who lives here. Time to go a little quicker.
Is Highwing all right? Natty told me what the two of you did.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poachers' best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poachers spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
This way. A centaur. Tread carefully.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them.
Привет.
If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious. That's the third time I've seen a Dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
Да, не работает чат Ютуба.
It's almost like there's something in the water.
Опять отвалился, не починился пока. Сейчас починится, если будет работать. Будет работать, не работать, не работать. Да все равно никто не сидит.
This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, But look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Дровосек из стороны вас. Так, а что нужно?
Revelio.
Строчу. Не знаю, он что-то это где-то работать. Смотри, какой у меня этот. А, не могу показать. А, нет, по-моему, могу. Видала? Ездовой. Еще вот такой есть. И вот такой черненький.
Revelio. Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left? Pelts. Poor beasts. Still smoking. They can't have been gone long.
Строчу, не путать другие слова. Шутка, да.
Revelio.
Это если бы ты что-то другое делала? Вернее, другой букву бы сказала. Это другое дело.
This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
Anything interesting?
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I
Отстрачиваешь
found goblin
меня.
armor. Let's keep
Шушить.
searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this.
Поппи.
How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or
Какой
perhaps a
ночь?
less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
Чего нам эти браконьеры? Эта игра изи просто проходится. Я не знаю, я вообще не напрягаюсь в этой игре. Настолько здесь как бы это... Я вот так вот в инвиз ухожу,
A more
и вообще
hostile
просто
approach
по...
is likely wise.
Плюс хуй, как бы. Опа. А, ты что тут? Вот и все.
Merlin, you'd think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself. What is going on here?
Only one way to find out.
Стелс вообще тема здесь просто нереальная. Стелс тут прям, блин, это реально что-то крутое.
Reparo. Rebellion.
Так у меня что, прокачан на максимум стелс?
What in Merlin's name?
Бля, дракон.
Dragons.
Драконы, на них ошейники, которые контролируют их.
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Hauntel Hall.
The name makes sense now, and the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word. Given how crowded it is here, how could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being in the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted. What I wouldn't give to be a demiguise right now.
Don't know what Victor was sinking straight in a bog.
Just don't tell us.
Так, куда-то сюда. Смотри, черепа драконьи лежат. Бля, я хочу такого себе ездового. Можно, пожалуйста?
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
Ah, they say we go too far. The violence isn't going to get us what we want. I say, if every last wizard is run through with a blade,
Just don't tell us.
going to regret trespassing.
Если нельзя. Я хочу тоже летающего дракона себе. А если я вас обожу, он будет моим? Там сундук, что ли, у них, смотрите. Барашек смотрит на меня. Не положено по статусу.
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there?
Ой, там еще что-то.
They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her odds, shall we?
Чё, погнали, ёбду, пизданем их нахуй. Как можно, бля, с драконом? Вы чё? Идите сюда, уроды.
Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Бля, дракона сейчас буду высиживать. Яблоко съем у них тут тоже.
Hello, Hamura.
Сейчас, подожди. Сейчас я их жестоко убью просто. Я ненавижу, блядь, замки вскрывать.
All right. I
Яйцо
have the egg.
дракона.
Ready. The element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
Пошли, блядь. Так.
Careful!
Блин, собака наверху стоит, смотри. Вот и все, блядь. Ты кто, блядь, такой?
You're the one we're looking for, ain't you, poor friend?
I'll check your pockets up here. One of my own. You will fall.
Let's get this.
Upper than it's dying, are we? What have you done? No patience for these things. You think you die for them. Bring up.
We don't have time. We need to bring her now before more show up.
Кто-то еще хочет со мной потягаться?
This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
Ой-ой-ой-ой. Вот это жопа. Огненный дракон.
This way.
Весь в шрамах, видели? Дракончик.
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
А яйцо
You're
кладем.
right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
Бля, куда она улетела?
Time for a jaunt, I'd say.
learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
Так, что там за задание? Трансформация. Пойдем заберем. Трансформация, это, по-моему, в бочку трансформировать-то можно, в огненную. Что-то типа того. Куда-то туда или не туда? Я этот решил, чисто по сюжету пойду. Устал уже бегать. Одно и то же все, однотипно. Я всех боссов убил, которые есть на карте. Каких-то здоровых монстров, динозавров не встретил. Зачистка лагерей такое себе удовольствие. Решил просто сюжетку пройду. Какая-то подземная гавань.
So this is the underground harbour. Revelio. Revelio.
Все, забрал, что ли? Где-то наверху, бля. И чё? Где она? Все, да, телепортнемся, отсюда побежим.
Handy resource indeed. Your
That book Professor Weasley asked me to find.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration.
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humor me by answering a
Блять,
few
что за
questions from my
викторина
quiz.
еще?
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few
Да
of
не
my
хочу я
easiest
отвечать на твои
questions.
вопросы.
If that's the only way I can convince you to give me that book, then let's get it over with.
Splendid! Just a few questions and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
Какое волшебное существо участвовало в квиддиче до изобретения золотого снитча? Золотой снаджери, золотой снитджет, змеи шейка. Я, бля, откуда должен это знать? Но это какая-то... Кто вот это такие? Снаджери, снитджет, змеи шейка. Ну вот снитджет, наверное.
The Golden Snidget.
Correct!
О, блядь, правильно,
The
прикиньте.
Snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Какое зелье также часто называют жидкой удачей? Феликс фелицис, настойка алихоции, бодрящее зелье. Жидкой удачей. Феликс фелицис. Блин, да откуда я должен знать это?
Felix Felicis.
Well done!
Так, в смысле я?
Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organized competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
Какие волшебные артефакты упоминаются в сказке о трех братьев? Три брата. Дары смерти, смотри. Крест стражи. Реликвия основателя. Сказки о трех братьев.
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct. According to Beedle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
Какой мяч квиддич самый большой? Какой мяч в квиддиче самый большой? Снич. Ну, снич это птичка, да, вот этот летающий с этими. Бладжер. Квольф. Квофль. Бля, я откуда знаю?
The Quaffle.
That's right. When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice potion allows the drinker to change species.
Я на все ответы ответил правильно. Я чё, блядь, гений? Верно ли, что оборотное зелье способно превратить того, кто его выпил, в существо другого вида? Оборотное зелье. Ну да, наверное.
True.
Actually, the answer was false. While Polyjuice potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species.
Да?
Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions
Да
I can
пошла
ask
ты
you.
нахрен.
And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either.
Да иди
The
ты.
next ones will be more difficult.
I'm sorry. I don't have time for a quiz at the moment.
Let me know if you change your mind.
Книгу
I put the
верни.
book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this.
Сразу бы так.
Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
Заставляешь меня тут потеть. Так. Блин, что, мне тут нет прохода, что ли? Профессор Уизли. Кстати, какой-то патч вышел на 3 гига у игры. Не знаю, что он поменял, но он вышел.
Oh, hello.
Can we meet at the Three Broomsticks? It may finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
Пиздец, сову в книгу превратила.
Settle down, settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do.
Самая легкая, по-моему. Бабочка.
Beautifully done.
И где оно? И что я с ним могу делать? Для головоломок, смотри, может быть. А у меня, по-моему, там есть заклинание какое-то. С этим связано. А у меня очков нету.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor?
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed, and frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making excellent use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you were able to grow a venomous tentacula. Growing such a magical plant is an accomplishment of which you can be quite proud.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Was your visit to the kitchens and the Hogsmeade graveyard with Nick to bribe a ghost for information connected in any way to Professor Fig?
Not at all. I'm fascinated by ghosts and Food. And I was interested in learning more about the castle and the surrounding area.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
Ну и спасибо. Спасибо на этом. В бочку обратил.
Does it get any more
But I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
Over here.
I remember our meet. This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
If it's all right with you, I'd rather not say. At least not at the moment.
Understood. We all have our secrets.
Ну,
I
чё
shan't
тебе
press
знать?
for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
Нам не скажет.
Hello there.
Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Revelio. Thank you for being willing to help me, Amit.
You are very welcome. I'm looking forward to meeting your friend, Lodgok.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check...
Давай, давай. Я не тебя нажать хотел. Опять YouTube отвалился. Кто на YouTube? Если кто-то есть, пишите в других местах. Бля, где это я? Здорово, здорово. Кстати, ты сундук выиграл. Предыдущий.
Seems a pleasant enough little place. How about some sightseeing?
Faster!
What do you have in store for me this time?
Давай, приземляйся.
You can't imagine how inconvenient.
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals. Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Cock. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, bagaglio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ?
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen. Either by the eye above the enchanted door, or a loitering loyalist.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
Да, пойдем. Вон там. Глазастая дверь.
The door is looking at us.
Глазастая дверь. Это, видимо, специально сделано, чтобы ты сюда не попал.
A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected.
Раньше времени, чтобы сюда не попасть. Видимо, для этого сделано.
I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
I still can't believe we're in
Accio.
goblin mine.
Revelio.
Мешочки какие-то выпали.
I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
Amit, you'll need to stay close to me. I've dealt with worse enemies than these.
I could fall dead asleep on my feet. I could.
Ranrock is sure to appreciate the extra work we're doing. What's going on out there?
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word.
Вон там сундук наверху. Надо достать сундук. Сверху, что ли?
Confringo. I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Aalmeet. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be plans around here somewhere. A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out.
Revelio.
Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Так, а куда? Туда-сюда.
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. Its flourishes are extraordinary. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Revelio.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Feels like I've been at this for hours.
Revelio.
О, тьма их тут прям.
What was that?
Revelio.
Hello?
Back here.
Wait a moment.
Ёпт.
Revelio.
When the war is over, goblins will rule over wizards at last.
Arrest them. Confringo.
Это сундук.
Revelio.
I deserve better than my troll duty.
Petrificus totalis.
Oh, this really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This
Accio.
complex items.
Revelio.
Так, сюда, да? YouTube не работает опять, чат.
I know you're here somewhere.
Блин, они все так стоят неудобно.
Someone there?
Блин, ты повернись.
Afraid to fight? Such rather unwise coming back this way. Is that it?
Bombarda.
I was right not to be
Impressed? Bombarda. Confringo.
Who do you think you are?
Confringo. Defender. Bombarda. Confringo. Defender. How many of them are there?
That should be the last of them I'll meet.
Revelio. I'm quite good at sneaking about.
Так, где-то должен быть.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found. Backing up.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Omid. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here.
Так, что, мы приехали, что ли? замок 3-го уровня. Такой я не умею открывать.
We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed. Can we please talk about...
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who'd set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she'd been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Погибнет, походу. Я левак получил, что ли, или чё? Да, одно очко есть. Вот эта штука хорошая.
What are you up to now?
Ой, а что за знак такой новый?
Likely this astronomy table will be best used when it's dark.
Это эти статуечки.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Thank you for all that you've done for us.
Продам сразу.
Thank you for passing through.
Место не занимали.
I have some promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her you-know-what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
Блин. Интересно про дракона эту историю посмотреть. Блин, пойдем на дракона лучше. Что-то с драконом будет интересно связанное.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
It's not like her to forget.
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realized that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
Well done. You certainly know what you're doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right. I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg.
Блять, походу сейчас будет битва с драконом.
Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here?
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
That sounds straightforward enough.
We should be in and out. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot.
Пойдем
Oh, and
пешком.
one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready when you are. There she is, above us. She did make it home safely. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons.
Жесть.
Poor thing must be worried sick, wondering what happened to her egg.
For what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Bombarda. Confringo. Defendo.
I wonder how many they brought to capture her. At least 10 usually.
Revelio. How charming. They keep in touch with each other.
Волка. Чё, не спишь опять?
There she is again.
She's breathtaking.
From a distance.
Fantastic.
А мы яйцо гнезда дракону несем.
I wonder how good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon?
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably look exactly like sheep to her. Hebrideans love you.
How lucky for us. Watch your step.
She must have been starved to pick off a grab horn.
Or just raring for a fight.
Quiet, what was that? Well, there's no turning back now.
И как я должен пробежать?
Wait here. I'll run ahead.
Whenever you're ready, I'll follow your lead.
I'll draw her attention. Follow when it's safe.
Жесть.
Watch out, it's her domain. She'll make sure. Keep at it. We've just got to make it to the nest.
Oh, she isn't making it easy.
Да беги ты.
Not a warm welcome.
It's a little too warm if you ask me. I don't suppose she listened to reason.
Get to that opening below her. If we can get to that, we can get to the nest.
Чуть не по полу.
She's leaving! Quickly!
Brilliant.
А, тут, походу,
There's
ее
the nest.
гнездо.
We're almost there. Why is every bridge here broken?
Reparo.
Now, if we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss.
Походу, не можем. Яичко, на, держи обратно. Тихо, 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 упадешь же, дурочка. Жесть. Лучший момент, который есть в игре.
And did you see how clever?
Офигеть.
She left us perfectly unharmed.
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says. The important thing is that we survived it. And we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
Shall we head back? I'm ready if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Hauntel Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True. True. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless
what?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl.
Куда они идут?
How could I have been so blind? Oh, good, you're safe.
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Hauntel Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's all right. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
Exactly what kind of creature is a Snidget?
It's a small bird with golden feathers. It's incredible. It has rotational wings that allow it to dart quickly in any direction. In fact, the golden snitch in Quidditch is based on the Snidget, which barbarically was actually used in the sport hundreds of years ago.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much as...
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They'd want the Snidgets protected at all costs.
Sounds as if we need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it.
Так.
I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
Чё план? Какой план? Пошли к кентаврам. Я походу понял, как квесты получать. Чё, план у тебя нет до сих пор? Так, ладно, фиг с тобой.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most...
Wonder who lives here.
You've made Upper Hogsfield safer, and for that, I thank you.
I thought my owl might pique your interest.
I came as soon as I could.
I finally realized what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Brookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We need to see what they're doing, but let's not draw their attention.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
Чё, какие
After you.
Погнали. Это пригодится.
There they are up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
I'll be quiet.
Revelio.
Тишкин бог. Сколько вас там?
Kill anyone who tries.
Ranrock's loyalists are out for blood.
Who's out there?
Patricus Totalis.
Ranrock's loyalists deserve the same fate. Nice work.
А чё так быстро умерли все? Бля, я даже вспотеть не успел.
This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Once again, we could fight our way through or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose?
Well, this might be the best meal I've had in years. No, I mean it. I don't think I should leave it until next week. Not quiet enough.
Arrest them.
Weak human. Better.
Confringo.
Hit it.
Bombard. Defender.
Где еще один? Где он там? Да, козел.
And the fun is over.
Fun is a relative term.
It is. And that was relatively fun.
Revelio.
В шахта Бельведер. Бельведер.
For better or for worse, we're in. Revelio. Petrificus totalis. This mine looks like a tomb.
Я, по-моему,
It was closed after accidents were reported. Now I see why.
I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a
Revelio.
spider to prey on.
Nothing over here. Somebody there? Someone's here. I won't.
Confringo!
Bombarda! I won't rest. Think you're clever?
How many of Ranrock's loyalists are in here?
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want. Revelio.
Сундук. Я тут не залезу тогда.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Arresto Momentum. It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs.
Smash it.
Fangs. Should have thought to conjure stairs.
А, это пауки.
Arrest them.
Чё ползет, блять?
Arrest the momentum. Confringo. Bombarda. Defender. Confringo. Bombarda.
Были и нет пауков.
We're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that.
Revelio.
Ranrock's loyalists all but declared war.
Bombarda. Confringo.
Манекен ведьмы.
Confringo.
We've still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome distraction at
We have another fight on our hands.
Why am I not surprised?
You are. Who's there?
Еще они там все
Reminds me
собрались.
of the time I nearly fell out of a car.
В одной куче.
I was only young, mind. One less human. I'll cut you from shoes to shadow. You don't know who you're playing with. No!
Good for you. Defender.
I won't rest.
Bombarda.
We're not finished yet.
Правильно, большой паук пришел.
Confringo. Defender. Bombarda. Confringo. Defender. Bombarda. Confringo. Defender. Bombarda. Confringo.
Certainly cleared the room.
You're not a bad chap. For a Slytherin.
You Gryffindors don't have a monopoly on bravery, though.
Confringo. Bombarda. Confringo.
Так, тут вот эти штуки, да?
A rune symbol above the cavern door.
Ranrock's loyalists never knew to look
Еще
for it.
один, что ли?
Confringo. Revelio.
Тут я только 3 вижу.
Wasn't expecting that.
Это все.
Revelio.
What do you have there?
A journal entry by Isadora. Sebastian, I think I found something.
Mystery.
A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, something about this place feels odd.
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganark was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols and ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
Here's some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
Unless we can find another passageway to the Undercroft. Let's have a look around.
Телепортировались.
And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Morinweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
A friendly goblin. He wants no part in Ranrock's fight.
A friendly goblin? You know, goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins are...
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
You don't know what you're saying. Take a breath for a moment.
Oh, I know precisely what I'm saying. Unbelievable.
Так, отлично. Unbelievable. Рецепт с характеристиками серебро, серебряная защита от гоблинов. Нормально.
I believe my next broom upgrade to be even more impressive than the last. Come by Spin Witches as soon as you can.
Бои с портретом. Или скрипты выйти. Стоит на одном месте, дергается.
Revelio.
Блин, где ты взял картографию? Вот он. Жал культографии.
Welcome back.
Ну, что ты скажешь мне, мадам?
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
Ну, еще одно испытание, третье. Третье испытание. Туру-ту-тун. Так, а где купить надо было? Метлу. Лучше метлу. Хотя я уже на драконе летаю, ну, в смысле, на грифоне. Ну, метлу почему бы не улучшить, пока есть время.
Hello again. Wonderful to see you. As before, I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you.
4000. У меня нет столько денег. Вот ты жулик, конечно. Ладно, потом к тебе приду. Так, а у меня там что-то... Нет. Блин, нет. Вот, это лучше, чем у меня. Оденем. Профессор Фиг. Сейчас. Какой-то надо как-то попасть к директору. В кабинет меня, пожалуйста, вызовите. О, кстати, здесь, по-моему, этот должен быть. Сова. Вон она сидит. Надо забрать ее.
I think I know how and where to approach the centaurs about protecting the snidgets. Meet me in the Forbidden Forest.
Это я заберу.
Professor Fig, the keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well, you'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't polyjuice potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have polyjuice potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
Пейте зелье. Ну давай. Фига себе там бутылка.
How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the Ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
Так, ну погнали. Так, кто если на ютубе есть, то там чат у меня не работает, поэтому я не вижу сообщения. Перейдите куда-нибудь в другую стезю.
Do you have a moment, Professor? Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Да, бля, некогда мне.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Так, блин, отвалите.
If you must speak with me, consult my secretaries or what have you. Now move along.
I thought I heard the headmaster approaching.
I haven't time for any of you at the moment. None. None at all.
Professor Black, how are you, sir?
Отстань.
You call that a shine on those boots? Do better.
Professor, a word? Professor Black? Again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kagawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kagawa.
Так, вот он. Где-то тут ты, собака.
What did we do to deserve him as a head?
When I witness what passes for magic in these halls, I simply mourn for the future of the wizarding world.
No, it's the headmaster and he's coming this way.
Ну-ка. Сейчас всем жопу напарю.
Stand proud, purebloods. The future is yours.
Professor, a word, please.
Нет, блин.
Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
Ah, well, yes. He's handling some official ministry business for me.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
Давай, не мешай мне.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Wait until Master sees what a wonderful job.
Screw!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
Of course I remember. It's the Black family reigns.
Is Master giving Scrope a test?
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
Вот так вот. Оп, исчез.
The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight.
Время. Зелье кончается. Бля, застрял.
Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle.
А где гаргулья?
Confringo!
Так, хорошо. Гаргулья гаргулей. Полетели, узнаем, что там про драконов происходит. Яйца драконы.
Ah, there you are.
Да, полетели.
Go!
Обратно в сумку.
I can do this. I can do this. They will want to help.
Is this where we're meeting the centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
Once we tell them about the snidgets, they'll understand why we came and they'll want to help.
I hope you're right. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. I just... never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
Speaking of secrets, I do want to tell you why Victor Rookwood's after me. He's working with Ranrock, and Ranrock's after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig's asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps explain a bit about what we saw back at Horntail Hall. Of course, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. Even the centaurs won't know.
We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the snidgets, and I'm sure to all be fine.
What do you think you're doing here, human?
Качаем все с луками.
We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah, I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur and it spoke back.
No, never. We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continue to slaughter beasts like us without a care!
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all 3 of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
Чуть не убили, блядь.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with Snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran?
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave he mentioned.
Опять куда-то пошла, что
I'll
ли?
let you know what I find.
Да ёспа, я уже устал. Ты можешь сразу цепочку квестов выполнить?
On another adventure, are we?
Я забыл, какой там нужно использовать. Вот этот вроде. Нет. Вот перышко, по-моему. Такая лестница появилась из ниоткуда.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was.
Ух ты. Доспехи тролля. Капец, как далеко бежать.
The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password. Toujours pure. Revelio. I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time? That must be the pedestal.
Книжку засосала.
Where am I? Professor Fitzgerald? Can you hear me?
О, фига себе нарисованный.
In this place, you may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me. The first you will need is a cloak.
Прикольно все нарисованное.
In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
should have run when I could.
Стелс пошел.
I need to get out of here. Where could Neve be? I need to time this just right. I see. A staircase straight ahead.
Не люблю стелсы в миссии вот эти всякие. Терпеть, бля, просто. Походу босс, смерть будет в конце. Ну, вот здесь, вот в этом уровне.
Ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there. I'd best move while I can. Neve must be here somewhere.
Пойдем народу.
Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them.
Блин. Вроде бы сначала не заметила, а потом заметила.
This is my chance. I'm coming, Neve. Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them.
Да, блин. Отстань. Блин, почему ты не бежишь тут? Присядку бегаешь. Она меня спалила, но не нашла.
I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way. Close tight. That doorway looks like the only safe way forward.
Это тоже, да? Две штуки. Ну и чё встал-то?
Now's my chance.
Вернулся.
That's the way forward.
Таинственная мантия.
Can this be? I think I'm invisible.
Мантия-невидимка. Как в фильме была.
They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them. This is the way forward. Finally free. Now where are you, Neve?
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide. Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
Какую палочку? Вот эту?
I've never felt such power.
Bombarda. Depulso. Descendo. Bombarda. Defendo.
Так, какие-то супер мощные заклинания.
Descendo. Defendo. Bombarda. Defendo. Depulso. Descendo. Defendo. Depulso. Bombarda. Descendo. Depulso. Defendo. Bombarda. Descendo. Depulso. Defendo. Bombarda. Depulso. Descendo. Defendo. Bombarda. Descendo. Depulso. Defendo.
Вообще, просто на раз-два всех разметает палка. Вот она, смерть.
Defender. Bombarda. Depulso. Defender. Bombarda. Descender. Depulso. Defender. Bombarda. Descender. Depulso. Protego. Bombarda. Defender. Descender. Depulso. Defender. Bombarda. Descender. Depulso. Descender. Defender. Bombarda. Depulso. Descender. Bombarda. Defender. Descender. Depulso. Protego. Stupefy. Depulso. Defender. Bombarda. Descender. Bombarda. Depulso. Defender. Bombarda. Depulso. Descender.
Где, кто еще?
Depulso. Defender.
Depulsor, Defender, Bombarder. Descender, Depulsor, Defender, Bombarder. Depulsor, Descender, Bombarder. Defender, Depulsor, Defender, Bombarder. Descender. Defender, Bombarder. Defender, Bombarder. Depulsor. Defender, Bombarder. Descender, Defender, Bombarder. Depulsor, Descender. Defender, Bombarder. Descender.
Жесть. Все? Сэкануло?
A simple stone. This must be for me.
You're far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead. Nothing is what it seems.
Чё?
She's gone. Neve's dead.
Dear
Кладбище.
sweet Neve.
Neve. We won't be the same without her.
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self. But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should. Remember that as you witness my memory.
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable, wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow how it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora. I think we can harness it. Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong
You
hands,
saw what I did for my father. Mia, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
Я же говорю, она злой стала. Почувствовала власть вот этой силы, которая у нее есть, древней.
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
Young? I know. You must be Professor BATGIRL.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed, was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I was amazed to see that it seemed to give her some sort of power, and that she could harness it. But how?
I worry that you seem more intrigued than repulsed. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizardkind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
Как затягивает нас специально
It
этот
seems we have no
гайки.
choice but to wait, frustrating as it is.
Подождать
I heard
придется,
what you
блин.
told Professor BATGIRL. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was. And she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragball.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your Polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
Так, отлично. От этого у меня квест закрылся уже, нет? Сейчас заодно надо этот... Мне там какие-то вещи надо исследовать. О, плащ. Блин, перьев нету. Фринго. Я, блин, не то. Подожди. Да, конфринго. Конфринго нет, да? Вот это возьму. У меня нет конфринго. А, вот конфринго. Как-то так. Так. А где его потомство? А, вот оно. Ой. Не то нажал. Маленькая лошадка.
I should let Deke know about the newborn Thestral. Hello, Deke. You'll be pleased to know that a little Thestral was born.
How wonderful to have more Thestrals in our world. Such misunderstood beasts.
I'm sorry that we can both see Thestrals, Deke.
Deke is privileged to see such majestic beasts, but sometimes wishes Deke couldn't. Deke is to blame.
What do you mean, to blame?
Years ago, Deke's master ordered Deke to help him capture a phoenix, the rarest of all beasts that master had spotted high on a cliff. The phoenix was the most beautiful beast Deke had ever seen. Deke begged master to leave her be. When Deke hesitated to climb up the cliff as ordered, Deke had to punish himself. As Deke punished himself, master grew angrier and angrier, and in his frustration cast at the regal bird. Deke suspects the phoenix was protecting eggs when it swooped down in fear and fury. Before Deke could reach him, master fell from the cliff. Deke stayed on that cliffside for days, punishing himself, before Tobbs found him.
What a horrible tale, Deke. I'm so sorry.
Deke has only told Professor Weasley that story, and now yourself. Deke often wonders what became of that phoenix. Deke feels fortunate to be at Hogwarts now, helping you rescue beasts. Perhaps Deke can make amends for what came before.
Эти фениксы можно поймать, интересно?
This will be more useful when I have something to identify.
Во, феникс.
Deke has some exciting news to share.
Hello, Deke. Professor Weasley said you had an idea.
Indeed, Deke does. Deke knows that you want to learn about all sorts of beasts, and Deke recently heard rumors of a phoenix nest in a nearby mountain.
A phoenix nest? I wonder if it belongs to the phoenix gnat he mentioned, the one Harlow and the poacher pack are after.
Deke would not doubt it. If Deke has heard of it, surely the nasty poachers have as well, which means it could be in danger.
Well, I'd better go and rescue it then, hadn't I?
Deke thinks so. So majestic a beast should not fall into such vile hands. Deke is not sure why, but Deke feels that saving a phoenix might help to make amends for what happened with Deke's prior master. Deke hopes that you are able to find the phoenix and bring it to the room where it will be safe.
Так, найдите пещеру. Погнали за фениксом.
Trouble's brewing and I'm without my friends. Time to go a little quicker.
Давай, приземляйся. Горная пещера с Фениксом.
A blockade. Hogwarts poachers are already here. Revelio.
Опять пещера с этими, с пауками.
Confringo. Confringo. Revelio. Could the Phoenix be in there? Confringo. Bombarda. Confringo. Defender. Confringo.
Живопись. Бомбарда. Ну, браконьеры.
Revelio.
What? No. Keep looking. See how much a single feather fetches?
Confringo.
Confringo.
Defender. Bombarda. Revelio.
Не стала с ними церемониться.
Confringo.
They want to fight. What in Merlin's?
Revelio. Petrificus totalis.
Побыстро ляну с ним. Блин, как это здесь?
Get past us. Things can fly, can't they?
Revelio.
Let's play. Where's that?
Defender. Confringo. Bombarda.
Let me outside!
Yes, they want to buy out.
Confringo. Defender. The beasts around here can sleep a bit easier now. Revelio.
О, ключ от ворот.
The Phoenix.
А, он такой маленький, что ли?
It almost seems as if it wants me to follow it. I need to find it before the poachers do.
А куда он улетел?
There it is again.
Вращать бочку вообще прикольно. Крутая магия. Опять пауки.
Ugh. Shame you're so foul.
Ой. Упал и разбился. Повторка. Как так?
That was for Highwing.
Никто не остановит меня в моих приключениях.
Hello. I'm here to help. I can take you somewhere safe.
Ой. А где он? А, вон он сидит.
It seems happy to come with me. I wonder if it could travel in the knapsack.
А чё он так быстро?
Let's get you back to the room.
Волшебная тварь.
Deke's going to be pleased.
Теперь у меня есть Феникс, только почему-то один.
I should investigate.
Новая и крутая? Ты о чем? Вернуться, вручать комнату. Сейчас Феникса притащим.
Did you find the phoenix?
Yes, Deke. And I rescued it from the poachers. I have it here. It's safe.
Remarkable. Well, what are you waiting for? Deke cannot wait to... My heavens. What a beauty. You keep it close.
Но он один всего.
Professor Weasley and Deke were right to tell you about the Room of Requirement. Look at all you've done, and how many beasts you've rescued. A phoenix is safe now, because of you.
I couldn't have done it without your help, Deke. Thank you.
Deke is grateful for the kind words, and also grateful to have been of assistance to someone like yourself. Helping you do such good for so many beasts has given Deke a sense of peace Deke hasn't known in years. Deke will always be here for you when you need him.
Отлично. Теперь у меня есть свой собственный феникс. А где он? Там? Вон в натуре. Ой. Не то опять нажал. Так, иначе мне надо. Теперь нормально. О, жрать пошел. А для феникса есть что-нибудь? А вот. Стой. Куда ты? О, она с мячиком играет. А что даешь, перышки какие-то или что? О, перо феникса. Спасибо тебе. Так, птичка у меня теперь есть такая классная. Окей. Здорово, здорово.
Revelio.
На метлу у меня так денег, по-моему, нету. Да? Особо продать-то нечего. Последняя часть холста. Так. Требуется уровень 24 и бомбарда. Бомбарда у меня есть. Так, наверное, все-таки время 5:30 утра. Закругляемся, короче, здесь. Сейчас соберем тут все, что у нас тут не собрано еще. Вот это, вот это, вот это. А где у меня еще? Ой. Блин, а где мой сад? Вот он. Так, все собрал, да? Здесь нужно, знаете, что сделать? Удобрением сдобрить их. Побольше было. Я ими особо не пользуюсь, конечно, но пускай будут. На босса будем тратить какого-нибудь сильного. У нас все куплено здесь. Здесь все, да? О, материалов можно 3 таких поставить. Таких 3. Таких 3. С 2 горшками. А, ну... Один еще такой могу поставить. Нет. Давай поставим вот этот. Это более важная штука. А здесь я все купил. Вот этот. А то эти кончаются, кристаллы. А рядом не поставится, да, еще один? А если вот так? Так, отлично. Здесь. Ну, в сумме 30-очка получается. Пускай. Так, ну все, в принципе, у меня тут вся комната, по сути, апгрейджена. Почти все есть. Так. Сохраняемся и спать. — 26 часов наиграли. Всем спасибо, кто был. Не забывайте подписываться. Увидимся еще. Всем спокойной ночи или доброе утро.